Hey there fellow Pokemon fans, today we'll be showcasing off my favourite way to use Kommo-o, which utilises a moveset with Clangorous Soul to get a +1 boost in all of our stats in exchange for a bit of health, and following that we've got my favourite move to use with Kommo-o, which is Boom Burst. This move is a 140 base power normal type move, which we can supercharge with the Terra normal typing, which we can then deal with some major damage. And on top of that, we've also got the Aura Sphere and Clanging Scales for some nice stab coverage. We've also got the Citrus Berry item for a bit of assistance with health recovery. And finally, Kommo-o's got a really cool ability called Bulletproof, which prevents certain moves from having any effects against Kommo-o, like Sludge Bomb or Shadow Ball and so on, right? Fantastic stuff. Oh, and while we're on the subject, quick question of the day. What's your favourite Alolan Pokemon? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you enjoyed the video and want to join me on my journey to reach 1,000 subscribers, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button for more exciting battles. And with all that said, let's jump straight into the games.
No time to question my moves. I stick to the path that
Okay, so my opponent's got a really interesting team. They've got the Arbok, the Tinglu, Dragonite, Azumarill, Sizzle, and the Raichu. Minus the Tinglu, I love their team. Very interesting. I'm leading off with my Espeon, and let's do this. Okay, so who are you leading off with? Eh? So Dinglu, that's got to be with Tinglu. Okay, so that's exactly why I led off with my Espeon, right? I'm going to trick this a Choice Specs, and then we can cripple it, right? So, okay, Espeon, let's do this, buddy. Let's go for that, what's its face? Let's go for that trick. Here we go. Okay, so they stay in. Fantastic. Espeon goes for that trick. We're going to cripple the Tinglu with a Choice Specs. And I'm guessing we're going to get a Leftovers or something like that. So they get the Choice Specs. What do we get? We get a red card. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so they went for a Stealth Rocks. And we got the Magic Bounce. Oh my god, even I forgot about even I forgot about Magic Bounce, right? So that is hilarious. Oh my god, that's so funny. We both forgot about it. That's so hilarious. Okay, so what do I think they're going to go into now? Maybe Sizzle, to be fair. I'm going to go for... Is it in my best interest to go for Psychic? Do you know what? It's in my best interest to go for a Psychic, expecting them to switch, right? So let's go for that Psychic. Here we go. So, okay, they're going to withdraw the Tinglu. I'm guessing maybe into Sizzle with the Defog. Let's find out. So, Sherox. That's got to be the... It's the Sizzle. Okay, fantastic. So, they are going to go for a Defog, most likely, right? So, they take some Stealth Rocks damage. Let's see how much we do with the Psychic. Get him Espeon. So, let's see the damage. And it's... Okay, alright, it's not enough, right? So, I could go for a Terra Fighting Terra Blast and knock it out. I think it would knock it out. Do I think it would knock it out? Am I pretty safe to just go into my Incineroar right now and just, going for the... Do you know what? I'm going to go into my Incineroar. Let's do that. So, calm back, Espeon. I'm going to go straight into my, Incineroar, get off and Intimidate, and then I'm going to go for a Bulk Up, right? So, Incineroar, it's all you, buddy. Come on out. Okay, so I'm assuming they're going for the Defog. It's got to be, right? It's got to be. So, Sizzle goes for the Knockoff. Okay. So, they get rid of my Chesto Berry. Rather unfortunate, but it is what it is. And the Hazards are still up. So, and their Life Orb. Oh, does that mean that they are close combat? I'm going to go for a Bulk Up and let's find out. So, they're withdrawing, so they don't have close combat on the Sizzle. Fair enough. So, let's see who's coming out. So, Dinglu's coming back in. Okie dokie. So, on this... Oh, they were expecting a knockoff. Very clever, very clever. So, now that I'm +1 attack and defense, right, I am going to go for a Drain Punch to be able to get off some damage, right? There's no way in heck am I going to remove this thing's Choice Specs. That Tinglu is going to stay crippled. So, let's go for that Drain Punch. Here we go. And I'm going for the Drain Punch in case they go for Whirlwind, right? Because that's always a possibility, right? So, great damage, Incineroar. We get all of our health back. Lovely jubbly. Now, is it going for an Earthquake? Let's find out. No, it did go for the Whirlwind. So, Drain Punch was the correct play. Great job, Incineroar. Come on back. You're at full health. We'll need you later on. And let's see who comes in next. Okay, so, who's it going to be? It's going to be the Corviknight. Okay, so, fair enough. I am going to go for a U-turn to get some momentum in case they switch, right? Let's do it. Alright, so Corviknight goes for that U-turn. They take a little bit of chip damage, as expected. And I'm pretty safe to just go into whatever Pokemon I want because I know they're locked into Whirlwind, right? So I'll go into my Incineroar for the sake of it. Let's do it. Come on in, Incineroar. Let's do it. Okay, Incineroar's come on in, and they're going to Whirlwind us out. We get off and Intimidate for free, not that it matters because they're stuck into Whirlwind, right? So, they go for another Whirlwind. There it is. Okay, come on back, Incineroar, and let's see who gets randomly selected, eh? So, there it is. Okay, who's coming out? Let's find out. Who's going to be the Tinglu's opponent? We're about to find out. It is the Kommo-o. Okay. So, I guess I'm pretty safe to just go for an Aura Sphere. Let's go for that Aura Sphere. Alright, so they're going to withdraw a Tinglu, fair enough. So, oh, are they going into the Azumarill maybe? Let's find out. Oh, into Arbok. Okay. So they take some Stealth Rocks from that, fair enough. So we go for the Aura Sphere, it's going to be resisted, and they get off and Intimidate. They must have thought I was physical, right? But I am special. So let's get in with that Aura Sphere. That's a nice chunk of damage, Kommo-o, buddy. So, do I want to go for anything? I could go for a Clangor of Soul here, to be honest. I'll go for a Clangor of Soul. Let's see what they do, eh? Alright, so Kommo-o goes for that Clangor of Soul. We're now going to get a nice little +1 in all of our stats. That being special attack, special defense, attack, defense, and speed. Fantastic. This move is insane. It does cost a chunk of our health, but it's bloody amazing getting all that +1 and all those stats, right? It's an even crazier equivalence. No, they went for a switcheroo. What item are you giving me? Is it Black Sludge or something? So, okay, what am I getting? It's going to be the... They gave me a choice band! Oh my god, they literally did the same thing to me that I did to them, right? So, okay, I am going to now go for that, I'm going for the Boom Burst. Let's do it. So, Kommo-o goes for that +1 Boom Burst, and we knock out the Arbok. Amazing job, Kommo-o. Down goes the Arbok. Very cool tech with the switcheroo, right? Fair play. So, yeah, let's see who comes in next. Let's do this, Kommo-o. Alright, so Dragoran is coming out, which is going to be the Dragonite, right? It is the Dragonite. So, are they heavy-duty boots? They are heavy-duty boots. Okay. So, do I think it's in my... Do you know what? I'm just going to go for that Boom Burst to break its multi-scale, right? I'm going to go for that Boom Burst. Let's do it. So, Kommo-o goes for that Boom Burst. Multi-scale protects them. Fair enough. So, they go for a Dragon Dance, right? So, okay, I don't think they're faster than us, right? So, I might be in a good position to go for a Terra Normal Boom Burst. So, yeah. No, okay, I'm going for that Terra Normal Boom Burst. Let's do this, Kommo-o. Alright, so here we go. Terrestrialization time. We may be locked into Boom Burst, but we've got a +1 on our special attack, and we've also got a +1 on our defense, right? So, I feel rather confident about this. So, and how ironic that our Kommo-o is going for the Terra Normal against the Dragonite, right? So, okay. Kommo-o, let's go for that +1 Terra Normal Boom Burst. This will definitely knock out the Dragonite. Get him, buddy. And down goes the Dragonite. Amazing job, Kommo-o. That's what I'm talking about. And let's see who comes in next. Alright, so Raichu's coming out. Okay, well, any potential Focus Sash will be broken. I doubt it's Heavy Duty Boots. No, it's not. Okay, so, yeah, we are pretty safe to go for that Boom Burst, and this will definitely knock it out. Alright, so, and the battle was cancelled. Amazing. Good game to my opponent. Love the team, and great job to all my Pokemon. Boosh. Okay, so my opponent's got a Torkoal, a Venusaur, Great Tusk, Porygon, Orthworm, and the Flattermane. So it's basically like a Sun team. Interesting. I'm leading off with my Sceptile, and let's do this. Okay, so, who are you leading off with? So it is the Torkoal, okie dokie. So I'm thinking about going for a Shed Tail and going into my Espeon, because if they Stealth Rock, we'll Magic Bounce it back, right? So that is the plan, and if they switch, we get to, oh, they could be Overheat Eject Pack, to be fair, but there's only one way to find out, I suppose. Alright, so Sceptile goes for that Shed Tail, lovely jubbly. That's going to activate our Citrus Berry, allowing us to be able to Shed Tail later on down the line. Nice. So, great job, Sceptile. Let's go straight into our Espeon. Now, it all depends on whether or not they're expecting that. And if they are Overheat Eject Packed, I suppose we'll have to go from there, right? So, let's go into our Espeon immediately. So, come on in, Espeon. We're going to need your Magic Bounce ability. So, okay. Is the Torkoal going for the Stealth Rocks? Let's find out. So, no, it went for a Flamethrower. Cool, that's cool. I think I'm going to go for a Choice Spec Psychic to be able to do some massive damage to this, right? Yeah, I'm going to check who they got in the back again, just in case they got someone that can resist it. So, no, I'm going to go for that Psychic. Let's do it. Alright, so they are going to withdraw the Torkoal, so the only Pokemon that can resist it is the Orthworm, right? So let's find out. So, Melinatilla, or whatever that name is, it's the Flattermane. Okay, so we should be able to do a huge chunk of damage to this, so that's the plan. So, okay, Espeon. Oh, special attack boost. Interesting. So we go for the Psychic. There it is. And let's see the damage, eh? So, okay, over 50%. Fair enough. I'm going to go into my Lycanroc. Let's do it. So, okay, calm back, Espeon. I'm going to save you for the Torkoal to be able to block it from getting up Stealth Rocks or anything. And I guess if they bring us down to our Focus Sash, we should be able to take it out with an Accelerock, right? So, oh, Shadow Ball. Okay, interesting. So, they got a special attack boost, so it should bring us down to our Sash. Yeah, okay, so there it is. Fair enough. So, I am going to go for the Accelerock now, and I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to get off some damage on this. Alright, so Lycanroc goes for the Accelerock, and we knock out the Flattermane. Amazing job, Lycanroc. And I might even preserve Lycanroc for the ability to be able to Endeavor down the line, right? So, great job, buddy. Alright, so Orthworm is coming out. Okay, so now I'm thinking about Endeavoring this, right? I'm going to Endeavor this. Yeah, 100% I'm endeavouring this. Let's do it. Alright, so Lycanroc goes for that Endeavour. Not even a Citrus Berry will bring the... Oh, they went for a Stealth Rocks. Okay. So, decision time. Should I get my own Stealth Rocks? I think it's probably my best... Oh, there's Stealth Rocks. Okay, interesting. So, it all depends on how many turns of... Sun. Okay. So, do I want to... I could just go to Corviknight right now and defog, to be fair. Do you know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go for that. I'm going to go for that close combat. Let's do it. All right. So they're going to withdraw the Orthworm. Fair enough. So who are they going into? I wonder. So Colmilago. Is that the Great Tusk? It is the Great Tusk. Okay. So fair enough. So attack boost. Oh, it's a defense. Oh, are you Rocky Helmet? Let's find out. Are you Rocky Helmet? So go for the close combat. We do a little bit of damage and. Okay, we get the defense drops, and, okay, moment of truth. Are you Rocky Helmet? They are not. They're leftovers. Okay, so, right. Do we think they're like a bulk up set or something like that, right? So, either way, I'm going to go into my Corviknight so I can go for defog, right? So, okay, calm back, Lycanroc, you've been amazing. Either they go for a body press, which won't take us out. We'll do some Rocky Helmet chip back to them. So, okay, come on in, Corviknight, buddy. We take some Stealth Rocks damage. Now, what is the Great Tusk going for? Okay, so it's going for the bulk up. Okay, so, alright, they get a +1 their attack and their defense, so this is looking kind of scary. Okay, but Sceptile can always come on in later, right? So, right, I'm going to initially go for the defog. Let's do it. So, okay, Corviknight, let's go for that defog, buddy. Alright, so they go for the knockoff. There it is, and Corviknight takes that pretty well. Great job, Corviknight. So we go for the defog now, and they take some Rocky Helmet chip damage. And, yeah, we get at least got rid of the Stealth Rocks, right? That is the main thing. So, yep. So... Now, I doubt they're going for a Rapid Spin, right? So the harsh sunlight fades, so they lose a defense boost, which is nice. And they're going to get some health back from the leftover, which is rather annoying, but it is what it is. So, Corviknight, I think we have to... I'm going for the Roost. Let's do it. So, okay. Oh, they're withdrawing, so that's fantastic, which means I can basically get my Corviknight back up into the game, right? So, fantastic. So, they're going to bring in their Torkoal. Fair enough. So, okay. So, maybe they're going to... I doubt... Could they have Stealth Rocks on 2 Pokemon? That is interesting, right? But I'm just glad that Corviknight's back in the game now. So, I am going to go for that U-turn to go for a little bit of chip and switch my Pokemon out. Alright, so Corviknight goes for that U-turn. We do a little bit of chip damage. Every bit of chip helps. Calm back, buddy. You've been great. And yeah, question is, who do I want to go into on this flamethrower, eh? I could go Incineroar, I suppose. That is true. Yeah, go on. I'll go into my Incineroar. Let's do it. So, Incineroar's come on in, buddy. I need your assistance. And yeah, okay. So, show me that, what's his face? Flamethrower. Okay, we are careful, so we should take that rather well. Like a boss. Great job, Incineroar. So, I am going to go for that knockoff, expecting them to go into the Great Tusk, right? Alright, so they are going to withdraw the Torkoal. Cool. So it's got to be the Great Tusk, surely. So it is with the Great Tusk. So now we can knock off that leftover, so we can no longer take advantage of getting health recovery, right? And now we can slowly whistle it down. So they get the defense boost from the Photosynthesis, go for the knockoff, do a little bit of chip damage, and no more leftovers recovery for you, mister. So I am immediately going to switch into my Corviknight, and I'm just going to start going for the Brave Birds. Alright, so, they're going to withdraw the Great Tusk. Interesting. So, let's see who's coming in here. So, they're predicting, I wonder why they've done that, because I can just immediately switch back into my Incineroar. Yeah, so, not too sure. So, alrighty, Corviknight, come on in, buddy. I'll go for another U-turn. We'll get up some we'll get up some hazards, right? I mean, the only thing I can see from this is if they've got, like, what's his face? If they've got Stealth Rocks on this as well, which could be the case. But either way, Corviknight, let's go for that U-turn, buddy. Do a little bit of chip damage again. And I'm going straight back into my Incineroar. And I could just go for the bulk up. But then, alright. I am going to go into my Incineroar. And I guess I could go for a knockoff again. Just to deal some more damage. Because if they switch into something else, it'll be beneficial, right? So, we get off the Intimidate. Not that it matters. They go for a Flamethrower. So, we know our... that was that a crit? That's got to be a crit, right? So, yeah, that was a crit. Okay. So, okay. That's not great. But... I am going to go for that knockoff again, and let's do this. Alright, so Incineroar goes for that knockoff. We do a nice little chunk of damage, and no more Heat Rock Sun. So, they got Shell Smash. Oh my god, okay, so that's kind of scary, okay. Jeez, alright, I was not expecting Shell Smash Torkoal. So, now I'm thinking about maybe going for the Rest. Yeah, I'm going to go for that Rest. Let's do it. So, or maybe Drain Punch. No, I'm going for the rest. Let's do it. Alright, so they go for the flamethrower. Let's see how much we take. We take about 50 damage, right? So going for a rest was the right play. So now I'm going to go for a bulk up, and I'm going to go for a drain punch. Yeah, that's 100% what I'm going to do. So Incineroar, buddy, let's take a good old nap, and you've got the Chesto Berry to wake you right up. So yep, there it is. Have a nice little snack. And yeah, now Incineroar's back up to full. That's what we like to see. Let's go for a bulk up. Here we go. Alright, so they're going to withdraw the Torkoal. Fair enough, fair enough. So maybe back into the... Alright, it's back into the Great Tusk. So now I revealed I've got a bulk up, right? So now I'm wondering if I should go for one Drain Punch to be able to do some damage, because I wonder if they're going to go for... I wonder if they're going to go for Earthquake or if they're going to go for a bulk up. I think they're going to go for a bulk up to take advantage of the sun, right? So oh, the sunlight fades, so they even lose a defense drop. So yeah, I'm 100% going to go for a I'm going to go for a Drain Punch. Let's do it. Alright, so well, they do go for the Earthquake. Okay, hold on, Incineroar, buddy. Incineroar holds on like a boss. And we go for that Drain Punch, and my god, that thing is bloody tanky. Okay, so at least we'll gain a little bit of health back, right? So there it is. Great job, Incineroar, buddy. And now, do I want to Terra Fairy this? If I Terra Fairy it will be weak to the Venusaur, right? So I am going to immediately switch into my Corviknight, and then I can go... Oh, they're going to... Blimey, they are reading me like a book. Well done. So they're going back into the top. Oh, no! They're going to the Porygon. Okay. Okay. So I wonder what this thing's going to do. I suppose it could have Trick Room. Yeah, that could be the case, you know. Trick Room into Torkoal or something. So, alright, Corviknight comes on in, and... what do I want to do against this, eh? It might have Thunderbolt, to be fair. Let me check. Did it get a stat boost? No, it didn't. So, alright. I'll go for one Brave Bird and let's see what happens. Alright, so Corviknight goes for that Brave Bird. Let's see how much we do. And, okay, a fair little chunk of damage. And we take some recoil and take... Oh, they got the discharge. Alright, hold on, Corviknight. Don't you dare paralyze me. Oh, my God, we got paralyzed. Okay, so... That is not good. No. So I'm going to have to switch out immediately because that is just... I could go into my Incineroar actually, so I'm going to do that. So come back, Corviknight. I'm going to save you for the Great Tusk because we might be able to get a Brave Bird. And I'm now going to go for the rest so I can soak up the discharge in case we get paralyzed, right? Or I could go for a Drain Punch to be fair. So they go for the discharge. How much do we take? We take that like a boss, and we get paralyzed as well, which is annoying. So... Okay, I'm going to go for the... Drain Punch. Let's do it. Alright, so they are going to withdraw the Porygon. Fair enough. So let's see who's coming in, eh? So, oh, back into the Great Tusk. So we can get off a little bit of chip damage up on this as well, as long as we don't get paralyzed. We don't. Lovely jubbly. Do a little bit of chip damage to the Great Tusk. And we'll also gain a bit of health back, which is lovely jubbly. So, great job, Incineroar. And let's switch you on. Let's switch you back immediately into my Corviknight because I only need Corviknight for the Great Tusk, right? So if they take out my Corviknight, that just allows me to get momentum with going into Sceptile, right? So come on in, Corviknight, buddy. We need your assistance. They go for the Earthquake. Fantastic. So this just gives me the opportunity to be able to go for a U-turn, knowing that I'm slower. So, oh, okay. So maybe they expected me to switch, right? So Corviknight, let's go for that U-turn. Oh, we got paralyzed. Damn. Okay, so fair enough. So I will go for that. I'm going to go for a Roost. Let's do it. Alright, so they are going to withdraw, so I probably should have gone for a U-turn, eh? So, alright, well, they are going into Torkoal. So, I guess keeping Torkoal health, my Corviknight healthy is also good, right? Sorry, it's not like I misplayed, but maybe going for U-turn would have been better there. So, alright, on this, I'm just going to immediately switch into my Incineroar, knowing that we can tank at least 2 flamethrowers unless he shell smashes, and I'll go for a rest, right? So that's the plan. Alright, so calm back, Corviknight, you've been great. Incineroar, I need you to break through paralysis for me, buddy. This is kind of important, eh? So, alright, come on in, buddy. So, what's this Torkoal going to go for? Let's find out. So, alright, what are you going for, Torkoal? Flamethrower? Oh, shell smash. Okay, so now I've got to go for the, what's his face? I've got to go for the rest. So, alright, Incineroar, let's go for that rest, buddy, and let's do this. So, they could just carry on shell smashing, expecting me to, geez, that would be scary, wouldn't it, if they did that? Oh god, okay. I just realised how scary that would be. Oh my god. Okay, let's think about this. I am going to go for that rest. Let's do it. So, alright, they go for the flamethrower. We should take about 50, right? So, okay. As long as Incineroar breaks through, and we do not. Okay, so that sucks. Oh boy, okay. So, we need to think of a new plan here. I am going to switch Incineroar out into my Kommo-o, I think. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to go into my Kommo-o. Let's do that. So, alright, come on back, Incineroar. You've been great. I want to save Incineroar because this game's been going on for a while, right? And every Pokemon counts at that point. So, I want to preserve them. So, they go for the Flamethrower. It's resisted. So, Kommo-o takes... Oh, God. Okay, that bloody hurt. So, I'm going to go for that Clangorous Soul. So, oh, they're going to withdraw the Torkoal. Fantastic. So that gives us an even better opportunity, right? So they're going to go into their Cormolago, expecting me to be maybe a physical attacker or something, right? So, and going for this move won't exactly reveal that I'm a special attacker, right? So this is perfect. So this is what we want to see, right? So Kommo-o goes for that Clangorous Soul. There it is. Lovely jubbly. And yeah, so from here we can just go for a special move. I'm just considering what I should go for. So we take some damage. That's going to activate our Citrus Berry, right? So, alright, from 76 to 26, that activates our Citrus Berry. And yeah, we'll get up to a nice sizable amount of health. We're +1 on each of our stats. Fantastic stuff, Kommo-o. And yeah, Sunlight fades, right? So, even better. So, alright, what do I want to do here? Do I think Boom Burst would knock it out? Alright, 3 minutes left, 3 minutes left. And I'm going to go for... I'm going to go for that Clanging Scales. Let's do it. Alright, so they're going to withdraw the Great Tusk, so maybe back into the Torkoal, I'm not sure, let's find out. So, oh, into Orthworm, so they're going to sacrifice the Orthworm, fair enough. So, we'll go for the Clanging Scales, there it is. Great job, Kommo-o, buddy. Down goes another Pokemon. There's less than 3 minutes left in the game, right? So, I think Kommo-o can just clean up from here, so things are looking good. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so they are going to go back into the Great Tusk, interesting. So, I wonder what they're planning, eh? So, I could just go for that Boom Burst. I feel confident that Boom Burst at +1 will take it out, right? So I'm going to go for that Boom Burst. Let's do it. So Kommo-o goes for that Boom Burst and we knock out the Great Tusk. Amazing job, Kommo-o. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, I love using Boom Burst. It's such a cool move. It's such a cool move. So I wonder who they're going to next. They got Torkoal, they got Venusaur. I'm guessing it's going to be Torkoal first, right? So let's see. Alright, so... Oh, sorry, I forgot about the Porygon. Yep. So, alright, they got the Porygon, right? So... I could go for the, do I think they got Ice Beam is the question, right? So, I could go for the Aura Sphere here. Do I want a Terra Normal is the question? Let me just think for a second. I got Espeon in the back. Do you know what? I'm going to go for that Terra Normal, and I'm going to go for that Aura Sphere, just in case they Terra Ghost, right? So, here we go. Going to Terrestrialize our Kommo-o into a normal type, allowing our Boom Burst to be extra powerful against the Venusaur and stuff, right? So, there we are. And I'm also just doing this in case they got Ice Beam or something, right? So, there's less than 60 seconds left, unfortunately. So, this is going to go down to the timer. So, they don't Terrestrialize. It's +1 Aura Sphere. Oh, okay. So, alright. Have you got Ice Beam? There's the Ice Beam. That's why I Terrestrialized. Great job, Kommo-o. And, yeah, let's go for a Boom Burst and let's finish this up. Alright, so Kommo-o goes for that Boom Burst and that's going to knock out the Porygon and that's going to be the end of the game. But to be fair, they'd have to send out the Torkoal first, right? And then the Boom Burst would also annihilate the Torkoal. And then the Venusaur would have to be full Timid Speed to be able to outspeed me. So there's always that, right? So let's see. So are they going to send out the Torkoal in time for me to destroy it? I don't know, but maybe they're just waiting for the timer to go down. So fair enough. Good game to my opponent. That was a fun game. They made some really good predictions. They out-predicted me a lot of times, right? So, oh, they're sending out the Torkoal, but the timer is up. I guess we have to go through the mechanics. If the sun comes up, there it is. And yeah, I'll press Boom Burst and let's see how it goes. Okay, time's run out. Good game to my opponent. That was a really fun game. And yeah, great job to all my Pokemon. Jeez Louise, look at my opponent's team. They got a Roaring Moon, Zamazenta, Ogerpon Water, Giratina, Spectria, and the Darkrai. Minus the Roaring Moon, it's a full-on legendary team. Bloody hell. Okay, I'm going to lead off with my Lycanroc, and let's do this. Okay, so, Mr. Legendary, who are you leading off with? A Darkrai. Okie dokie. So, this thing is definitely faster than me, right? So, do I just want to get up these Stealth Rocks? I think I just want to get up the Stealth Rocks. Let's do it, Lycanroc. Alright, so, oh, we're faster. Maybe maybe they're modest. That must be it. Okay, so... What are they going to go for, I wonder? So, what are you going for? Shadow Claw. It's a physical Darkrai. What am I facing? Okay. So, I am just going to go for that, I'm going to go for that close combat. Let's do it. So, Lycanroc goes for that close combat. Do we knock it out? And we knock out the Darkrai. I should have just gone for the close combat off the bat, apparently. So, Shadow Claw, Shiny Darkrai. What the heck am I facing? Okay, great job, Lycanroc. And let's see who comes in next. Alright, so... who's coming out now? It is the Ogerpon Water. Okay. If they're full jolly max speed, they it's a speed tie, right? So on this, I'm going to go into my Corviknight, and then I'll U-turn for some momentum, right? So calm back, Lycanroc. I'll save you for later on, buddy. And yeah, so they might be going for an Ivy Cudgel, to be fair, and it could crit. That is always true. So they do go for the Ivy Cudgel. Hold on, Corviknight, and Corviknight holds on. That bloody hurt. Okay, so I am going to go for a Roost. Let's do it. Alright, so they go for the Ivy Cudgel again. Okay, hold on, Corviknight. No crits. Okay, Corviknight holds on like a boss. Let's go for that Roost. There it is. And now I'm thinking about going for a U-turn, right, to get some momentum. So, or do I go for another Roost? If they crit me, we'll be in a bad position, though, won't we? So, need to think about this. Okay, I've decided. I'm going to go for that U-turn. Let's do it, Corviknight. Okay, they go for the Ivy Cudgel. No crits, please. Fingers crossed. And okay, Corviknight holds on. Let's go for that U-turn. Get some momentum. Deal some super effective damage. Amazing job, Corviknight. That's what I'm talking about. Calm back, buddy. And yeah, so who do I want to go into on this, eh? Do you know what? I could go Incineroar, get off and Intimidate. I'm going to go into my Incineroar, get off and Intimidate, and then I'll go straight into my Sceptile, right? So, okay, here it is, though. There's the Intimidate, -1 attack for you. That's definitely going to bait in the Ivy Cudgel, right? I'm now going to go into my Sceptile to be able to resist it. So, calm back, Incineroar. Thanks for that. And, yeah, Sceptile, with the resistance and the -1 attack, we should take this really well. Unless they crit. They might crit. You never know, right? So, okay, there's the Ivy Cudgel. Hold on, Sceptile, buddy. And, okay, Sceptile takes that like a boss. Amazing job, buddy. So, I am now going to go for a Shed Tail to be able to safely bring in my Kommo-o, right? Because that is the plan. So, okay, Citrus Berry activate. That doesn't really bring us into Unburden range. Sorry, the Shed Tail range for next time, but it's fair enough. So, great job, Sceptile. And now I'm going to immediately go into my Kommo-o, right? So, Kommo-o, come on in, buddy. I need your assistance. Let's do this. So, if we're lucky, if they don't crit, we should be able to keep the sub up, right? So, what have they gone for? Low sweep. Oh my god. Okay, so does that break the substitute? Let's find out. It does not. Amazing job, Kommo-o. So, I am going to go for that Clangor Assault, and let's get our boost. So, Kommo-o goes for that Clangor Assault. We're now +1. I mean, we're going to get a +1 in all of our stats. That being special attack, special defense, attack, defense, and speed. Lovely jubbly. There it is. This animation takes a little bit of a while, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm guessing they've gone for another low sweep. All right, let's find out. So what are they going for? They're going for the low sweep again. So I'm assuming that's going to break our sub. I'm not sure, but it should do, right? So it does break it. Fair enough. So now I'm pretty safe to just go for a Aura Sphere, right? So and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm going to go for that Aura Sphere, and let's knock this out. So Kommo-o goes for that +1 Aura Sphere, and we knock out the Ogerpon. Fantastic job, Kommo-o. That's what I'm talking about. Down goes a big old threat, and let's see who comes in next. Alright, so summon the Galar champion. Is it the Spectria? Oh, it's the Zamazenta. Okay. So, against this, I could just go for the Aura Sphere, right? Knowing it's super effective. Oh, wait. What's their typing? Oh, they haven't got the thingy. Okay. So, I can just go for a Boom Burst, I guess. I'm going to go for that Boom Burst. Let's do it, Kommo-o. So, Kommo-o goes for that +1 Boom Burst. We do over 50%. Fantastic. Special Zamazenta! What the heck? And Kommo-o holds on like a boss. Our Citrus Berry activates. My god, what am I facing? First the physical Darkrai, and then the special Zamazenta. This is hilarious. Oh my god. Let's go for another Boom Burst, and let's knock this out, Kommo-o. So Kommo-o goes for that +1 Boom Burst, and we knock out the Zamazenta. Amazing job, Kommo-o. My god, what is that's amazing. Amazing. Great job, buddy, and let's see who comes in next. Alright, so who's coming out now, eh? It's going to be the Spectria, and okay, so it's just by itself. So I am just going to go for that Clanging Scales, and let's do some big damage. So Kommo-o goes for that +1 Clanging Scales, and we knock out the Spectria. Amazing job, Kommo-o. That's what I'm talking about. And yeah, let's see who comes in next. Alright, so Roaring Moon's coming out next. Okie dokie. So, against this, I could go for the Terra Normal Boom Burst, to be fair. Do I think it's worth it, though? They've only got 2 Pokemon left. Yeah, do you know what? I'm going to go for that Terra Normal Boom Burst. Let's do it, Kommo-o. Let's do it. Okay, so here we go. Terrestrialization time. They could also terrestrialize. The only thing I can think of is maybe flying. They could be steel, I suppose, but we never know, eh? So, Kommo-o, buddy, got a nice little Terra Normal Diamond Crown on your head. let's do this, eh? So, okay, time for that Terra Normal +1 Boom Burst. This should definitely knock it out. Come on, Kommo-o. Go for that Boom Burst. Knock out the Roaring Moon. Down it goes. Amazing job. Okay, so down goes the shiny Roaring Moon. Their final Pokemon is the Giratina, and we can just Claying Scales it. So let's see it. Alright, so their final Pokemon, the Giratina, is coming out. And, okay, so they take some Stealth Rocks damage. We'll go for that +1 Clanging Scales, and let's see if we can knock it out. Alright, so they're going to Terrestrialize. Okie dokie. So, what do we think they're Terrestrializing into? Maybe Ghost, maybe Dragon, or unless it's Fairy, right? So, it's Ghost. Okay, so we can still do a huge chunk of damage with the Clanging Scales. And then after that, I can probably go into my Incineroar and just knock it off, right? So, Kommo-o, buddy, let's go for that +1 Clanging Scales. And, okay, nice chunk of damage, nice chunk of damage. Nice, nice, nice. What are they going for? Dragon Claw. Okay, so that knocks out my Kommo-o. Fair enough. Great job, Kommo-o. You basically took out their entire team. Proud of you. You took a good long rest, buddy, and you leave the rest to us, eh? So, okie dokie. So, on this Terra Ghost, what do I want to do, eh? I could just go into my... I'm going to go into my Incineroar, 100%. We've seen they got the physical move. We'll get off the Intimidate, and then we'll go for a knockoff, right? So, okay, there's the Intimidate, lovely jubbly. And, yeah, let's go for that knockoff, and it should be enough to take it out. So, let's see it. Alright, so they got Earth Power as well. What the heck? Incineroar tanks it like a boss, though. So, Incineroar, let's go for that knockoff and tell them to knock it off. So, fantastic. Giratina is now down. Down it goes. And, yeah, despite a full legendary team and some interesting movesets, our team was able to prevail. Good game to my opponent. Fair enough, and great job to all my Pokemon. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and they left. Amazing. Okay, fair enough. So they wouldn't even wait for the ending. Fair enough. So good games. What a fantastic set of games, am I right? Boom Burst Kommo-o is such a beast, and it did some insane damage. What a fun Pokemon to use. Oh, and if you enjoyed watching my Boom Burst Kommo-o annihilating our opponents, be sure to smash that like and subscribe button, and don't forget to let me know what's your favourite Alolan Pokemon down below in the comments. And with all that said, there should be a couple of videos popping up right about now that YouTube thinks you'll love, so why not give one of those a try after this? Thanks for tuning in, everyone. Have a fantastic day. Cheers.
No time to question my moves. I stick to the path that I